After the Forgotten Shore, Cassie's betrayal struck Sunny deeper than any physical wound. She had been someone he had allowed close, someone he had thought understood him in ways few ever could. On that cursed island, he had relied on her guidance, believed in her visions, and even dared to trust, a dangerous thing for someone like him. But when the truth emerged, that she had hidden things, twisted choices, and used his loyalty as a tool, it left a scar deeper than any blade cut. For Sunny, trust was rare, almost sacred. So when Cassie broke it, it wasn't just anger he felt, but a hollow ache, as if a part of him had been foolish enough to believe in friendship again. Her betrayal didn't just wound him, it confirmed his deepest fear, that no one ever truly stayed.
A lonesome shadow came to a land of shattered dreams. It was captured and thrown into a cage, but escaped by weaving sorceries from its own soul. The shadow beheaded itself to take the slave collar off its neck, and lost its heart to win its freedom. Leaving the Colosseum behind, the shadow traveled far and got inside. It lived 100 lives and died 100 deaths within a dreadful nightmare, forgetting what it was and where it came from. The shadow did not break, and so the nightmare broke instead. Free once again, the shadow befriended a mad sorcerer, a feral child, a crippled archer, and a blind prophet. Together, they collected the deaths of the immortal lords and waged a war against the holy city. The lords were killed, the city was destroyed. The shadow broke the chains of hope and set desire free. Wake up, Sunless. Your nightmare is over.
In the middle of fear, throw me a bomb, throwing it be like quarterback. Still in fear, hold bomb, throwing it whole like quarterback. Still in fear, hold me a bomb, throwing it whole like quarterback.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Kill me again, bastard. Kill me as many times as you want. In this nightmare, I am just a mundane swordsman. But in the next one, or the one after that, or the one after that, I'll be someone powerful enough to rip you to shreds. And then I will kill you again, and again, and again. Let's see which one of us is going to break first, you wretched pony.
This beautiful steed was tamed by the treacherous lost from light in the depths of a harrowing dream. The two shadows battled across countless nightmares, shattering them all apart. Neither was willing to give up, so in the end, the nightmares did.
Sunny blinked a couple of times. So, what? We really won? Just like that? Effie stared at him for a bit and then yelped in outrage. What the hell do you mean by just like that? We just wiped out 100 vicious awakened battle zealots, and you yourself killed 3 ascended champions. Was that not hard enough for you, you crazy demon?
Three wielders of divine aspects. Sunless, the Shadow Lord. Nephis, the changing star. Mordred, the Prince of Nothing.
A sad smile appeared on his face. Well then, I guess this is a goodbye. Farewell, Sunless. You have been a great friend to me. And I hope that I have been a good friend to you too." With that, the sorcerer laughed and took a step forward. He hesitated for a second, then locked Sunny in a hug. Noctis chuckled, then grew silent for a moment. Then he sighed and whispered, his voice suddenly low and somber. "Never trust the gods." Then the sorcerer let go of Sunny, smiled one last time, and walked away. Soon, he disappeared from sight, and not too long after that, the Ivory Island trembled slightly as the last chain holding it in place broke apart. Sunny gritted his teeth, then looked away and wiped his eyes. His shoulders fell. "Damn scoundrel, you tricked me again." In the center of the Great Hall, surrounded by a swirling hurricane of light and darkness, a vague and graceful silhouette towered above the broken chains. He couldn't quite tell where the light ended and where her numinous body began. Perhaps Hope had no body at all and was instead made of pure radiance, pure darkness. He felt as if her nebulous visage was almost human-like, but also inexplicably alien. The shapes and contours were both correct and wrong, both familiar and strange, both pleasing and revolting, and beautiful. So beautiful. She was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. She was the most terrifying thing he had ever seen. She was divine, unholy, unknown, unknowable, a demon, and she was leaving. Sunny gritted his teeth and then screamed, letting his desire dictate the question. "Wait, don't go. Tell me why the Lord of Light did this. Why did the gods imprison you? Why couldn't they just kill you? Why?" For a moment, Sunny thought that he would not receive an answer. But then, something changed. Hope moved and was suddenly beside him. Her face, which was weaved of light and darkness, encompassed the whole world. Her radiant eyes peered into the deepest, most hidden parts of his soul. And then, a voice that sounded like the rustle of countless leaves, like a myriad of prayers, like the wind that blew between the stars, whispered into his ear.
"Because we are their floor."
Sunny's eyes grew wide, and then everything became dark. The nightmare was over.